How's it going, YouTube? So with the baseball season coming to a close, the biggest story in baseball right now is probably Trevor Bauer accepting his player option. Now the reason why that is such a big deal is because Trevor Bauer has been on administrative leave for a good chunk of the season, including missing all of the playoffs. Now right before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know who exactly we're talking about here. Trevor Bauer is probably the most controversial baseball player right now.
Frustrating afternoon for Trevor Bauer and what he did before he came out. Watch this. He turns and fires it. But you don't do that when your manager's coming out. It's disrespectful. Not happy. Should I do it again tonight?
It's a cryptic message scrawled into the mound by a baseball pitcher during a major league ball game. It says BD 911.
He's been extremely vocal about foreign substance in Major League Baseball. Basically what he's saying is that pitchers are gluing their hands to the baseball. Not to necessarily get a better grip, but to make it spin faster. Gluing their hands to the ball until the last second so that way it spins. Now this has always been a rule that baseball just hasn't really chose to enforce. And if baseball was being completely honest, most pitchers were using the foreign substance. It's more likely that Trevor Bauer was one of the pitchers that weren't using any sort of foreign substance. That is until the 2020 season got started. He went from an average spin rate to having the highest in the league. And ironically enough, this is when Trevor Bauer had his best season in 2020. So not only was he having his best season winning the Cy Young Award, this guy was talking crap while doing it.
Here comes the 1-2. That's 4 straight strikeouts now for Trevor Bauer, 1 away.
Yeah, you get the 2 strikes with this guy. I mean, he's got you right where he wants you.
I don't know. He speaks Spanish. Huh? He stared right at me, said something while he was nodding his head like I'm right on you or something. So I told him, I feel like I'm confident. Step back in the box. Let's go. Get back in the box. And he looked at me and he started nodding again. So I threw him a curveball and he swung and missed. So I decided to remind him of the rules of the game. 3 strikes, you're out, and go sit back in the dugout.
Calls out other pitchers for throwing at batters for breaking some sort of unwritten rules.
If the team talked about it and said, you know, we don't like this, we're going to send a message, well, you're soft, but okay.
So not only is he bumping heads with Major League Baseball on their foreign substance policy, he's also bumping heads with Major League Baseball players by striking them out and yelling at them, which is not very traditional in baseball. I don't see pitchers doing that, which is making the game way more interesting. But coming off his 2020 season earning a Cy Young, he earned a historically high contract with the LA Dodgers, who just came off winning the World Series. Oddly enough, this season, MLB started actually enforcing the foreign substance rule. And guess what Trevor Bauer's response to that was?
Now, MLB obviously came out with a statement today, and I was just about the sticky stuff about pitchers using, and I was just wondering what your reaction is to that.
Legal or illegal? It looks very illegal, right? It says a combination of sweat and rosin, so I don't know if they can't outlaw sweat and they give me rosin, so am I going to get suspended for that? I don't know.
He also has a YouTube channel primarily focused on baseball culture, but overall entertaining, and he's doing a great job at it if you ask me. Now that we know who he is, let's get back to what's going on. So Trevor Bauer currently is being accused of sexual assault. So a woman by the name of Lindsey Hill is currently accusing him of sexual assault. She had an entanglement with Trevor Bauer. Now, as you can see, she does have 2 black eyes and she also has a scratched face. Now, with her claiming that Trevor Bauer did sexually assault her, she did try receiving a permanent restraining order against him, alleging that she was choked out against her will as well as sodomized. And a lot of people had a very knee-jerk emotional reaction to this Trevor Bauer case.
Foreplay is one thing, having it rough's one thing, but choking her out and punching her in the face. You wanna get decked while you're having sex? Man, that's not fun.
But this is where the story does get interesting. That restraining order that Lindsey Hill was trying to get, it didn't happen. Yeah, the judge denied the restraining order. In explaining her decision, the judge said there was no supporting evidence that Bauer was likely to cause the accuser harm or contact her again. The judge said Bauer did not exceed the limits the accuser had set during sex. And then I thought, what does that mean? Did not exceed the limits the accuser had set during sex. Then some text messages got revealed. Here's 100 nose kisses to make you feel better. And just know, pink is so your color, Poppy. Oh yeah? Pink looks good on me, huh? And then she does like the little, really compliment your vibe, yes. Oh, it hits like that, huh? The pink socks stay on while cuddling. Yes, ma'am, whatever you want. But off when it's time to choke me out. Thanks, you're the best, winky face. You wanna go out, huh? See? That was a game changer. Tell me more. Never been so turned on in my life. Give me all the pain. Right. Really? When you were going out or when you woke up? Going out. Now that I know what it feels like to wake up from it, though it'll probably feel just as good to wake up from that. God, you just turned me on so much. Mission accomplished then. Now I just want my arm around your neck from behind. Do it. Harder. Yes, ma'am. What else does mommy want? Get a couple slaps in there and another handprint on my. Then for Poppy to tell me what else he wants. Slap in the face or yes, yes, and yes. Do you even know what pain is? Some mystery shot. We don't know what that is. I don't know. Try me. Well, you'd have to be here for me to show you. I'll be in LA Tuesday and Wednesday. I have plans already. FML. No bueno. Would tonight be a no-go for you as well? Yeah, unfortunately, have someone in town. Good f***ing win. I needed that one. So happy for you. LOL. Hey, thanks. Do it again tonight. I'll be at the game on Friday. Oh yeah? Why? My cousins who live in LA are going and I said fine, I'll go and eat a goddamn Dodger dog. Haha. Well, I'm pitching Saturday or I'd have you come over after. At least I think that's what it says. I really don't know. I'm dyslexic. I think people forget that there is a world of sex that I will just not understand in any sort of way, shape, or form. I'm just not into that stuff. There's people out there that literally pretend that they're dogs. There are people out there that pretend that they're children. Does anybody not remember Two Girls, One Cup? Now, I believe the term that this falls under is BDSM. So with that in mind, I'm personally not really one to judge people based off of what they do in their bedrooms. And since she literally asked to be choked out, what can I say to this? I'm not gonna tell anybody if they wanna get their feet licked that they can't get their feet licked. If it's legal and there's two consenting parties, who cares? Now, I do not know if you can legally give someone consent to physically harm you, but for one, it seems like the judge does agree that Trevor Bauer is not a threat to her outside of the bedroom. In my opinion, it looks like he's innocent. And with his legal case still pending, baseball really can't do anything until that is over. Personally, I think baseball is going to suspend him either way. Who knows, baseball just might boycott him. The reason why I think that they may or may not boycott him is Yasiel Puig. Puig is another baseball player with a very strong personality. He bats really well and he has a really strong arm in the outfield. And just like Trevor Bauer, Puig is also being accused of sexual assault. So Puig having a strong personality with this sexual assault allegation makes teams not want to touch him, in spite of him being an above average baseball player. But who really knows at this point? I personally believe innocent until proven to be guilty. Somebody's career shouldn't be over just because somebody accused them of doing a crime. But what do you guys think? Did Trevor Bauer do anything wrong? Should Trevor Bauer be allowed to play Major League Baseball ever again? Leave that comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and everybody just remember, I am a nobody from nowhere. So really, what do I know? Peace.